Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and especially Karolina. Key traits that make humans thrive. Now when I heard that topic, I thought, this is going to be quite a difficult one to share body language in. And I have to commend Karolina on some extremely expressive body language. I'll give you some examples. She talked about the past and the future. And one particular piece of body language she used that I thought was really wonderful, and she used very consistently throughout, was to talk about large things. She talked about infinite, large, global, expanded. And then she modified it to talk about inclusive, collaborative. And I thought that's a very good way of really telling the audience that this is a big, important, serious point that she's making. Now this was a speech about Your Body Speaks. However, one of Karolina's great strengths is her use of language. And in talking about her 3 points, her 3 traits this evening, communications, trust and curiosity, 2 of which I'm particularly supportive of, she used expressions like progress created credit. She talked about collective imagination. And it just produced this image in my head, and I thought, wow, you know, that's just so good. And she went on to talk about in an imaginary future. And I thought, this is actually really interesting. Now, one of the things Karolina did when she came up on stage was take command of the lectern, take command of the stage. And this leads on to my first recommendation, because what Karolina then did, she stepped back and she diminished her presence on the stage. And one of the things that's very difficult when you're very nervous is to stop the nervous energy stopping you from moving around on the stage. I know, I do it. And one of the other recommendations I have for Karolina is, since you talk very much about the past and the future, is talk about the past. And then the future. Because that gives you, as our previous evaluator Jamie says, that means that you are commanding and taking possession of the stage. And I think particularly for a serious topic like this, that's actually quite important. So in summary, consistent body language, but be careful how you use